Are you looking for tummy time ideas that actually keeps your baby engaged? Let's use books in a whole new way. After all, tummy time builds strength and books build brains. So let's put them together for double the benefits. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways that you can use books for tummy time for your baby. All the books that I mentioned will be linked down below, as well as a free book list to help you build your baby's first library. All right, let's get started. For my examples, I'm going to be using this prairie dog to act as a baby. The first way that you can use books for tummy time is to just prop the book up on the floor in front of your baby. Or if your baby's a newborn, that might be on his side and then his head would turn. Look at the pictures. If he is that little, it is important to alternate which direction your baby's looking at. So sometimes have it be on the left of his body, sometimes have it be on the right, and then turn his head to look those different directions. Once your baby can start to lift his head up, you can do in front and just show him the pictures. Whenever he gets bored of a page, turn the page. You do not have to feel like you have to read the entire book to your baby during tummy time. In fact, at the beginning, he probably will not have the strength for that yet, and he'll start to get fussy. And it's important that you do tummy time often, but in small spurts, especially at the beginning. That way he can build that strength and not hate it. So what I would do is I would just open the book to a page, like let's say this one. This is the page my baby's looking at. And I would say, oh, the text on this page says, to see each other, they need to find another place. And I would say, oh, look, there are 2 cats. They're looking out the window. I think they feel sad. Why do they feel sad? They want to find another place for their friend. And so I'm talking to my baby, I'm engaging with him, but he's really only looking at one page. And then I would roll him out of tummy time. Maybe at that point, I would turn the page to this one, let's say, and he could look at it while he's on his back. And then with this high contrast book in particular, when he's on his back, you could practice eye contrast, you could practice eye tracking with him. So he turn his head, or even at the beginning, just turn his eyes and follow the high contrast image as you move it over his head, and you can go up and down as well. So in short, don't feel like you have to read the entire book to them in one setting, but eventually when your baby's older, it has that strength, you totally can. This high contrast one that we love is Black Cat and White Cat by Claire Garland. It'll be linked below. And anyway, we love this one. It's high contrast, like I said. It has a plot, which is awesome, because a lot of high contrast books don't have a plot. It's just like, here's a black and white butterfly. Here's a black and white duck. So this one, though, it actually does follow the story of these 2 cats that want to be friends. Another book that's really good for just propping up in front of your newborn is Hey, Look at You, a captivating mirror book by Sandra Boynton. And on every page, there is a mirror. And so I would put my baby on his tummy and have him look at himself in the mirror, or in front, or again, switch sides so he doesn't only practice on one neck side. This book is super fun. There is a mirror on every page. And eventually, when your baby's a little bit older, you can read the whole story to him as well. But if you don't have a mirror that you can prop up in front of your baby, or even if you do and you want to change it off and do a book, here's a fun option. I love this one. It has definitely grown with my baby. Another good one to have is the Babies and Kitties book. There's also a Babies and Puppies book, or a Babies and Bunnies book. I don't think you need all 3, just pick your favorite animal and go with that one. But this one has pictures of real babies and real cats, and that's something that the Montessori principles, like Montessori suggests to use real pictures of real babies. That really interests babies and children, like when they're really young. And so I would just, again, prop up the book on the floor and let my baby look at the picture. I wouldn't go through the whole thing back then. I would just let him look at the one picture for that little short tummy time session, roll him out of it, maybe turning the page at that point. And then the great thing about getting books to do tummy time activities with is that, like I said, they grow with your baby. So now that my baby's 7 months old, we still read these books on a regular basis and he still loves them, but we were able to use them when he was just a couple weeks old. The next way is to use a crinkle book. There's a lot of fun crinkle books out there. There's the Very Hungry Caterpillar one that I don't know, I received 2 at my baby shower. It's a popular one, I think. But this one's great. It's a visual quiet book, and again, it has that high contrast. And high contrast is really great when your baby's a newborn because they can only see in black and white. So I just wanted to give you an idea. It's literally just like geometric shapes. This has a squeaker. So fun. And this book I would use with my baby when I was working out and he would be working out. This was about when he was like 3 to 4 months old. I would pick a page. This was my favorite one to flip to, and he would be doing tummy time, and I would roll him into it, and he would like lift himself up at that point and just look down at this. Like he would kind of be like looking, and it was in front of him, so he would kind of look like that. And while he was doing this, I would like do a couple Pilates exercises because he could hold himself a little bit longer at that point. So I would do my Pilates workout, and then whenever he would start to get fussy, I would like pause and I would roll him back to his back. And this one was fun too because then when he was on his back, well, he could kick it. You're not very good help for this. Okay, pretend again. He could kick it with his legs and hit the squeaker with his feet sometimes, and that was really fun for him. So this one's fun. He can hold it, you know, now that he's older, but back then it was good to just lay in front of him and then let him kick at it, and it was good. It was fun. Recommend. So the third way that you can incorporate books into your tummy time routine is to read nursery rhymes to your baby while they're in tummy time. So maybe you have, I don't know, some sort of like play mat maybe that they can look at things on the floor, or you have some other tummy time activity you want to do, but you still want to use a book. So for that, I would just grab any Mother Goose, have your baby right there, keep an eye on your baby, of course, but then you could read Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the walk, are all the children in bed for now it's 8 o'clock. And then, if your baby's content, you can go read another short one. Goosey, goosey, gander, whither shall I wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. And then if your baby's fussy, roll him out. Don't keep him in his tummy if he's fussy, but doing a little bit every day, multiple times a day, having books to keep their interest, and being there with them, that's just a way to make it fun for them and a fun way for you. Nursery rhymes are great to incorporate throughout your day, anywho, so you might as well do it with tummy time. I got this new book. It's Jim Trelease's, oh goodness, I hope that's how you say his name. Jim Trelease's Read Aloud Handbook. This is the 8th edition. And in here, he had a section about why Mother Goose is so beneficial for newborns and infants. We don't turn to Mother Goose for the plot. Most of the rhymes are politically based and generally don't make sense to children. We turn to these familiar rhymes because they encompass sounds, syllables, endings, and blends, and mixes them with rhythm and the rhyme of language. This feeds to a child who already takes delight in rocking back and forth in his crib, repeating a single syllable over and over. Ba, 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 ba. Like ba, ba, black sheep. And I like that, and it makes sense that that familiar rhythmic sound would be very soothing and comforting for a new baby. If you would like to know all of my family's favorite Mother Goose nursery rhyme books, you can check out this video right here where I give a more in-depth review of several of them. My name is Kara, and I share board book reviews and recommendations to help you build your baby's first library. You can find all the books I mentioned today linked down below, and make sure you subscribe. Bye!